Hey everybody, this is Josh Bryant. I've been getting some questions here lately about how I was able to reach almost 100,000, a little over 100,000 people with a post on Facebook that led to a video presentation of the gospel. 400 people actually clicked on that link and watched the video, and of those, almost 30 have accepted Christ since July 13th, and today is August 18th, so we're looking at a little over a month, and 100,000 people have had access to the gospel that may not have otherwise. And so I want to show you how I did that. You're going to need to download two apps. The first one is called The Story, and you'll see that in the top left of the screen here. The second one you're going to need to download is the Facebook Pages app, and that is a little orange flag. And so download those two apps. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm just going to double click real quick and take you to my Facebook app because I need to show you how I was able to set up a page. And so that's the first thing you need to do is set up a page. And down on the bottom right, you'll see these three lines. You're going to want to click that and then find this yellow or this orange flag that says Pages. And so you click Pages, and then you're going to click Create a Page. And then this is what it's going to bring you to. You just follow the prompts here, and it'll help you set up your own page. You can't do this from your own personal Facebook page. There's a reason why Facebook won't let you do it, but it's also the same reason that you wouldn't want to do that. There's several reasons why. And so just go ahead and create your own page. I called mine Josh Bryant International. Creative, I know, couldn't think of anything better. So I'm going to close out of that, and then we're going to open up this Story app. All right. When you open up the app, this is the first thing you're going to see. All right. And you can see that this app has been used 2.8 million times to reach people with the gospel all over the world. You're also going to see how many times in the last 30 days that somebody has heard the gospel as a result of the link that I have as somebody who has an account with the Story. And so when you set up an account, you're going to have your own special link so that you can track how many times people have heard the gospel as a result of the sharing and the activity that you've done on social media. And you can see there all time over 700 people have heard the gospel as a result of clicking on my particular link that I've shared on Facebook or on websites, whatever. All right, in the top left, I'm going to go ahead and click that those three lines there, and you'll see a tab menu open up. The start menu is where we are. The conversation menu is just a conversation style gospel track that you can walk through with people. The watch tab there is the video that people will see when they click on your link, and they'll be able to see that in their language. It's not just in English, so wherever you share it, other people can see it in their language. The Read tab is a tab where people can read the gospel. And then the Share tab is the tab where you'll be able to select a language and select a photograph that goes with that language, and then create a post that you can then share to your social media channels. And then there's the Account tab, and that's where I'm going to start, is on the Account tab. And you can see just in the last 24 hours that 50 people have heard the gospel as a result of clicking on my link. That's happened in 5 different countries and 7 different languages. 22 people in the last 30 days have accepted Christ, 28 all time. So some really cool things. That Open Map tab, I'm not going to do that because every time I click it, for whatever reason, it shuts off my video recording. But when you click that, it brings up a map where you can see all over the world where people have heard the gospel. And I'll maybe try to post a picture of that here in a minute. In the bottom right, you will see a Groups tab. It's going to be important. I'm going to go ahead and do that now because when you set up your account, I want you to hit on that Groups tab, and you'll see that I've got this group set up called The Story on Facebook. I want you to join that group. So in the middle there at the bottom, you'll see that Find button. You can go ahead and click that and then just type in the name, The Story on Facebook, and it'll bring up that group. You'll be able to join it, and then together we'll be able to see how many people we are able to collectively reach with the gospel. So join that group when you get your account set up. I'm going to go ahead and click on those 3 bars again and then take us to the Share tab. And what you'll see here is this is where you can select. First of all, you see your link there. That's my link, story4.us/Josh Bryant. You'll be able to have story4.us/your name or whatever you want to use. You can select a language, and you can see all the different languages that this is offered in. So they are all over the place. I'm going to do one in Spanish for right now. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to do one in Marathi. That is a language in India. And so I'm going to click Done. I'm going to come through here, and I'm going to find a photograph that I like, and I'm just going to scroll through here, and you know what? I like that one. And so I'm going to click Share Now, and it's going to bring this up, and so I'm just going to hit the copy button. All right, and then I'm done with this particular app at this point, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. out. And then I'm going to come over here to my Facebook page. This is the Facebook page app. And so you can see with my page here that I've got Josh Bryant International. All right. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to scroll through here real quick, and so you can see I've already done this in several languages. This is in Farsi. Here's one in Chinese, where this was done 40 minutes ago, and I've already had 4 people hear the gospel in the last 40 minutes, posting it in Chinese. I've got a Bible verse here in Punjabi. I've got another gospel presentation here, also in Punjabi. And so I'm going to scroll back up to the top. I'm going to click this publish button at the left, okay? And then I'm just going to paste the link that I copied right there. All right, and you can see then that it's going to bring it up in Marathi, which is the language that I want to post this in. I'm just going to delete this link because it's in English, and because in Facebook that link is already going to be there. You don't have to delete it. I just decided I'm going to do that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the continue button, and so I hit continue. It brings up this item, when will this be published? I want it to be published now. And then I'm going to select this boost post on because I want to boost this post in India. All right, and then I'm going to hit the publish button, and it's published. There it goes. All right. Now, it's going to also now bring me up to this place where I can boost this post. All right. You can see this is what the ad will look like. All right. This is my goal right here where it says goals. Obviously, I want link clicks. I want people clicking this and hearing the gospel. And so I'm going to leave that goal alone. I can change the button, learn more. Sounds great to me. And then it gets down to your audience. Well, right now my audience is set in Arkansas, United States. There are not a lot of people in Arkansas who speak that particular language. So what I'm going to do is I want this boosted in a place called Kerala, India. All right, that's in the southern portion of India where they speak Marathi. All right, and then as far as ages are concerned, I'm not really concerned about the age, 13 to 65. I want everybody hearing this. I want all genders, both men and women. And so then I'm going to come down here to total budget, and I'm going to hit just hit the little pencil next to that, and I'm going to type in 365. So I want $365, and then I want it to run for basically a year. So today is August 18th of 2018. I'm going to run this through August 17th of 2019. And that's actually 364 days, but I'm going to click done, basically spending $1 a day. And what this is now telling me is that anywhere between 943 and 5,800 people will see this ad per day for just $1 a day. All right. And so then I've already got my payment method in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit boost post, and the post is boosted. All right. And so it's going to go through its rigmarole where Facebook is going to review it and all that good stuff to make sure it meets Facebook guidelines. But then let me refresh the page, and you can see there it is in Marathi. Okay, so last thing I'll show you, I don't know if it'll work. If it turns it off, I'm just going to go ahead and publish it. So let me just give you the motivational speech first. Go do this. This is a real easy way, $1 a day, and you can reach thousands of people with the gospel. That makes just perfect sense to me, great sense to me. And so if you can do that, if you will join that group, I'm going to go ahead and open the Story app again. I'm going to hit those 3 lines. I'm going to go down to the Account tab, the Groups tab. If you'll look at that, already in the Account tab, 55 people in the last 24 hours. So just 5 people since I've started recording this video have seen it again. That's great. 6 countries and 8 languages now. That's awesome. So I'm going to hit the Groups tab again. Find this group, The Story, on Facebook. Join it, and let's together see how many people we can reach with the gospel of Christ. Go pick a language. If you want to use Spanish, you can boost it in Spain. You can boost it in Mexico. You can boost it in, Costa Rica and Honduras and Nicaragua and all over the place. You can pick some of those languages. Listen, I picked Marathi for Kerala because right now Kerala is struggling. We need to be praying for Kerala. They're having torrential floods. People have died. Lots of people have lost their homes. There are going to be some hurting people who need to hear the hope of the gospel. And so find a place where you are just drawn to and share this great news with people in countries that speak those languages. I'm going to click this one more time and go back to the Account tab just to see if I can open up the map. There it is. I'm opening up this map, and you can see all the people who have heard the gospel in the last 30 days. I'm still recording, so that's good, but you've got people with these flashing red dots, Puerto Rico and Colorado, who have accepted Christ. People all over the United States have heard the gospel, but we're going to see it even more so over here. You're going to see it in Pakistan. You're going to see it in India. You're going to see it in Singapore and Indonesia and China. You're going to see it in Kyrgyzstan or Uzbekistan. I don't want to zoom in because it sucks up a lot of memory to do that. But you see all these red flashing dots. These are people who have said they have accepted Christ. And so, listen, we can get into all sorts of debates about the effectiveness of this. Some people will say, well, there's no way to follow up with them. You know what? I'm going to trust God with that. I want to plant the seed. I'm going to trust God to bring somebody to water it. I'm going to trust God to bring somebody who will help it grow. Who speaks that language. But listen, there's a chance that you may get an email saying, hey, somebody has said yes to Jesus and here's their email address. You might have an opportunity to reach out to that person and encourage them and help them to grow. They will continually get emails from the story, little devotionals for the next 30 days after they accept Christ. And so somebody will be there to help walk them through the first 30 days as a new believer. And so this is just a great tool. Sign up to do this. It's easy, it's very inexpensive, and it can reach thousands of people with the gospel. Listen, I can't go to India. Last time I tried, I applied for a 10-year visa. I got a 6-month visa, and then they really started cracking down on people who had missionary intentions. And so for me to go to India right now probably isn't going to happen. They would deny my visa and wouldn't let me in the country. But you know what? Thousands of people in India have had access to the gospel just in the last 30 days. Hundreds have heard the gospel and several have accepted Christ, and I have not had to leave my home. And so this is a safe way, it's an inexpensive way of reaching people with the gospel. Sign up and do this. Let's see how many people over the next several months we can reach with the gospel of Christ using this wonderful app.